Careful what you wish for.
Boom.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
All right, listen up. A van carrying Elizabeth Cooper will exit the warehouse across from Pier 18 compound in approximately 5 minutes.
4 minutes and 27 seconds. Do you mind?
Not anymore, go ahead.
Oh my God.
Please.
Boom.
We are about to see very important world-changing events play out before our eyes. Many hints and clues have been shared with the world through predictive programming, and many of these are depicted in the iPetGo 2 animation. This animation shows us how the Antichrist is about to be revealed to the world, and current world events are preparing the world for his arrival. With the ceasefire between the US and Iran ending on April 22nd, and the ceasefire with Lebanon and Israel ending on April 26th, we will likely have a very eventful week ahead of us. In the previous video, I said that I could not say with certainty when specific events would transpire, but I believe I found some clues possibly pointing us to a very specific day that I would like to share with those who are interested. As always, I'm simply sharing with you what I see. I could be wrong, so take what I share with a grain of salt, but also keep in mind that the enemy has gone to great lengths to hide information for us in plain sight, so that we would be looking at the truth without knowing it. In this scene where a skeleton shows up with a diamond on his finger and a daisy in his hat, we know that April is being signaled because daisies and diamonds are both associated with April. From a predictive programming standpoint, it stands to reason that something major will happen before we even get to the month of May. We know that everything happening in the world right now is following a script, and that script was first shared in the late 1800s when Albert Pike described the events associated with World War III that we now see playing out before our eyes. The US will soon be using devastating force against Iran, as shown to us in this scene from the iPetGo 2 animation, where 3 stealth bombers linked to the numbers 322, the number of the Skull and Bone Society, bomb an Islamic structure. This will likely be in response to the sinking of one or more of the US aircraft carriers that are currently deployed in the Middle East. It will likely be the Abraham Lincoln, and this could occur after a false flag operation that would open the doors for those who are giving out orders to bring about Iran's obliteration by the USA. These events are also depicted in this scene where a Muslim woman mourns her dead child when an aircraft carrier is sinking and a nuclear explosion goes off in the distance. The same boy then rises from the dead at the time of a moon that is almost full. You will see that the left side of this moon in this scene is slightly darker than the right side. And for April of 2026, this would align with the moon phase on the 27th of this month. Now, given that the numbers 322 are associated with bombers that will be responsible for Iran's destruction, there is also another cryptic message that I've often shown on this channel, and that is the call between Obama and Prince Harry, where the same numbers are seen on the chests of athletes in the Invictus Games. When Harry answers the phone, look at the date that is shown on the phone, and this is followed by him demonstrating what to expect.
These are all the individuals from last year doing their thing, running 100 meters and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the American man here was incredibly fast. Really incredibly
It's
fast.
quite close, isn't it?
Oh, message? Oh, from Michelle. How very amusing. So we like to watch it together?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Prince Harry, remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Boom.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
I then thought, since we now have 2 clips signaling the same message, could there be any other instances in which April 27th may be featured in movies or series, and if so, what are these associated with? The first instance I found came from the movie Next, featuring Nicolas Cage. This movie was released on the day in question, April 27th of 2007. The movie concerns an imminent nuclear attack on Los Angeles, and Cage's character has the ability to see about 2 minutes into the future. Many would immediately say, you cannot simply go on the release date of a movie to make a case, and I would completely agree. However, there is more. In this clip, you will hear him say 4 minutes and 27 seconds, which would be a cryptic reference to April 27th, and also the second instance in which the time associated with this date is signaled through this movie.
Sit rep, Kavanaugh.
Local SWAT has been deployed and the regional team just showed to back us up.
All right, listen up. A van carrying Elizabeth Cooper will exit the warehouse across from Pier 18 compound in approximately 5 minutes.
4 minutes and 27 seconds. 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Do you mind?
Not anymore, go ahead.
I then wondered if there would be any clues in another Nicolas Cage movie with a similar theme that would point to this. In the movie Knowing, we have this scene in which Cage's character realizes what the numbers on a cryptic message from a few decades ago mean. And here we have 3 instances in which a specific number becomes the focal point before the actor realizes what it means. The number 27. Unfortunately, there's no month associated with it, but it would seem that the number 27 is what makes him drop his glass. Other instances in which April 27 is mentioned come from a series called Quantum Leap, where April 27 is associated with the Honeymoon Express, which for those who are watching for the return of our Redeemer would be very fitting. This is in episode 1 of season 2 in the series that came out in the 80s. Other instances of this date are mostly associated with crimes and murder investigations from procedural shows such as NCIS, Law & Order, etc. Now, since the ceasefires are ending before April 27th, we could very well see some fireworks before this time. And given that we have a perfect half moon this coming Friday, it may point to this scene in the iPetco 2 where the apple is split in perfect halves, when Obama's foot stands on a coin. We have to ask, will this coming Friday mark the end of money as we know it?
The corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in '47.
April 27th falls on a Monday, or the second day of the week. When God created the heavens and the earth, he separated the waters on the second day, where the waters above the firmament were separated from the waters below the firmament.
And God said, Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
In Revelation 17 we read that waters also represent peoples, nations and multitudes, and this understanding helps us interpret what is shared in the book of Revelation.
And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
There are also 2 distinct groups seen in heaven, represented by seas. The first is a sea like crystal, and the second is a sea mingled with fire, where the second group is clearly associated with those who come out of great tribulation.
And before the throne there was a sea of glass, like unto crystal. And in the midst of the throne, and round about the throne, were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of God.
Could Monday, April 27th be the day on which God once again separates between the waters, Be ready, our redemption is drawing near, and I would not be at all surprised if it occurs before the end of April. If you are not ready yet, please watch these videos as soon as you can. Until we meet in the air, God bless.